Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Friday, so we are starting the weekend vlog off today because this is weekend vlog graduation edition. It is 7:25. We are getting ready to head out the door, and we have to drive north before we drive south. I have to go to our favorite bakery. If you're from around this area, you probably know it, Sweet Eats. They make the best cakes in the entire world. So we have to go pick up a cake for Andrew and also a cake for Kristen, Jeff's son, Christian. And we are picking those up at 8 o'clock and taking those down with us. We are going to use them tomorrow after graduation. We're going out to dinner, lunch, whatever. And then we're going to have cake. I called the restaurant. They're like, absolutely, you can bring in a cake. So we're getting a cake from Sweet Eats. And I'm picking up one for Krista also. So we're going to go get those. So it's 20 minutes north and then to turn around and then go south. But that's okay. It's all good. We are hoping to get down there by like 11:30, 12 o'clock at the very latest. We want to start getting Adam packed up. He's been packing up for a couple days, but he doesn't have boxes or anything. So he's got like all his decorations down off of the walls and everything, and he has them in piles. So we're just going to pack everything up for him, hoping to get some of the big furniture out of Andrew's apartment and into storage. We'll see. But we need to break by like 2:30, 3 o'clock because we have to get ready for Baccalaureate. Baccalaureate's at 5, but the doors open at 4. Andrew has to be there at 4 because it's a Baccalaureate mass and a hooding ceremony. He is going to be an extraordinary minister of communion, so he has to be there at 4. So yeah, busy day, and it's raining. So that's what we're doing. We're getting ready to get in the car. I'm just getting my tea together. I did not pack anything for breakfast this morning. We'll probably stop at Dunkin'. I'll do half a bagel probably. It's all good. I can't stress about it. Probably won't eat lunch, and we'll go out to dinner tonight. So we will see. I did pack some food for breakfasts, just in case the hotel doesn't have anything that we want to eat. I packed some granola, some Kamut puffs. Forgot to pack blueberries. Got to go get blueberries. And also English muffins. So that'll work out well. But I'm going to go get a bag of frozen blueberries out of the freezer and throw that in there. And we are good to go, my friends. So I'll see you on the road. Shocking. It's raining. I hope this is not indicative of the summer we are going to have. Last summer, it seemed like Monday through Friday was beautiful weather and the weekends were trash. And that's kind of how it's happening now in the spring. I'm hoping that the rain stops in enough time for these kids to get into Baccalaureate. And same with tomorrow. I'm hoping that there's a gap in the rain. We'll see. We are close to the school. We stopped at Royal Farms and picked up some chicken tenders. We're just going to go into Adam's room and have those for lunch while we start packing him up a little bit. Andrew has practice, so we probably won't see him until Baccalaureate. He has to be at Baccalaureate very early since he's doing a ministry. This isn't going to come out right probably, but I almost like Baccalaureate just a little bit more than graduation sometimes. I just feel like Baccalaureate is, I don't know, maybe because like the baccalaureates I've attended have all been at Catholic colleges, and being Catholic, you know, it's special for us because it's a mass and everything, and it's just, I don't know. We'll see. So I'm really excited for that this afternoon and the hooding ceremony and everything. So I know Andrew's excited. He had a really good time last night at their formal, and he said they got back to campus around 11:30, and then they had a big party outside the apartments and everything, and, you know, continued the celebration. And he said everybody was like, you know, really hyped up and all, and then all of a sudden everybody just started crashing. Because I think like just the whole realization that, oh my gosh, we're done. Papers are submitted, finals are submitted, like we're graduating, and they're exhausted. So, yeah. But we are, like I said, we're almost there. We're about 15 minutes away. We're passing through the little Tanny Town, it's called. One of these days, it's gonna be a nice day and we're gonna be able to visit some of the shops through here because there's a couple really cute looking ones. I guess that's about it. I got my website all updated. I know it's early, but I have to do it when I have time this weekend. And now I am working on answering comments. I try to get to it every day because it takes time. And if I don't get to it every day, it starts piling up. So I'm using some time now to work on that. And, you know, I try to use my time wisely. We listened to our Bible in a Year podcast on our way down and just had some good conversation. Probably should have filmed a tag, but we'll get to that. It's hard this week. It's really hard. Like, Jason did a good job with the questions, but I think a lot of mine are going to be like boring because I don't live on the edge. So we'll see. But anyway, I am going to go for now, and I'll be back to show you what we're doing in Adam's dorm. Well, the weather was pretty good all day until now when we're leaving for Baccalaureate. It just poured down rain. It's slowing up a little now, but it's back and forth. But once we get inside, it's all good. I forgot to pick up the camera when we were packing Adam up. We got almost his whole room emptied. The only things that are still in there are things that need to come home, not to storage, and stuff he needs for the weekend. But Doug and Adam took all the stuff down to storage, got it all in there, and there's still plenty of room for a few more things that we need to put, like pots and pans and dishes and stuff. And I went back to the hotel and ironed Adam's clothes for tomorrow. So the sky's looking pretty good, isn't it? The sky's looking pretty good ahead. So we'll see. I will definitely record parts of Baccalaureate for you, and then we are going to Westminster for dinner, a place called Rock Salt Grill, supposedly. We will see how that all pans out. And yeah, it's already stopped raining. This weather it doesn't even look like it rained here. Maybe it's coming this way, I don't know, it's crazy. But anyway, that's it. I will catch up with you when we're in Baccalaureate.
Were cowls that could be attached to their robes. These cowls served a dual purpose. They provided both warmth and a means of distinguishing scholars from townspeople. Today, being vested with the academic
Well, my friends, that was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful Baccalaureate. I held it together pretty much. The students' speech was amazing. Got a little misty-eyed then. And then the hooding ceremony. Yeah. that was really awesome. I had no idea that that's how they did it, that the faculty does the first row and then they all do each other. So I thought that was really, really cool. So it was beautiful. Just a little precursor to tomorrow. So now we are heading to get Andrew. He drove his car over, so we're going to pick him up. Then we have to go back to the hotel to grab my in-laws because they're here. And then we're driving down to the next town over to have dinner, and my sister and brother-in-law are going to meet us there also. So it's going to be a really fun night. Night. We had such a good time. We went to a restaurant called Rock Salt Grill. It was an hour wait, but it was worth it. The food was delicious. You saw the picture of my dinner. It was shrimp salad. Now, it was a sandwich. I did not eat the bun. I just ate all the shrimp. The description was lightly dressed with mayonnaise and Old Bay, and it was very, very lightly dressed. So I think I did really well with that on points. I had some coleslaw on the side. I think I had one bite of that. I ate my pickle. The table did have some buffalo cauliflower and some crab dip for an appetizer, and I did have a couple bites of crab dip, but no dessert, nothing like that. So I am really proud of how I did. I think I did well. Tomorrow night will be our celebration meal after graduation, and I do intend on having a piece of cake. So we are calling it a night tonight. We are just getting ready to take a quick jacuzzi and wind down and get to bed because it is really late. But we're a little bit hyped and just finished dinner, so that's that. Thanks for coming along to Andrew's Baccalaureate, and we'll see you tomorrow for graduation. Good morning, my friends. It is graduation day. It is super duper early because we are going to get in line early. Doors open at 9. Graduation starts at 11. We're going to get in line around 8:15. We want good seats. But we just got showered and we're starting to get ready to go, but we're going to stop and eat breakfast first. We brought our own food, like I said. So I am having just a bowl of cereal. It is a little bit higher in point. I brought my Kamut Puffs, but after we eat now, we are not going to eat again till 4 o'clock. So I wanted something that was really going to keep me full and satiated. And I didn't have a whole lot of time to pack stuff and prepare stuff this week. So I just have a bowl of granola. It's just some organic almond vanilla granola that I got from Azure. I have about a half a cup, so it is 5 points. And I have a quarter cup of milk, 1% milk in there. And I also brought some English muffins, and I'll probably have one of those, and that should hold me until we eat again at 4 o'clock. So that is what I'm having, and I'm gonna go finish getting ready. I'm doing a bad job here. Awesome.
Andrew John Stetzer. Bachelor of Science, Secondary Education, Social Studies, History, cum laude.
Well, another chapter in the books. I held it together. Not too bad. There were tears. When he walked in, during a couple of the speeches, but it was actually pretty good when he got his diploma, so I don't know. And then we just came back to campus and took a whole bunch of pictures. I'll insert a bunch after this. And now we are heading to dinner, lunch, whatever. Our reservations are at 3:30 and it's 3:15, so we need to get it in gear. So it's all good. I'm hungry. They had, when we walked into graduation, well, we got, doors opened at 9. We got in line at what, 8:20? About 8:15, 8:20. We were third in line. So we ended up getting fantastic seats. It was in the gymnasium where they have the basketball games and stuff. So it's very high tech, very nice. The first like 10 rows of seats are like actual seats, like stadium seats that pull down with a back and all. Then it's bleachers. So my goal was to get in one of those seats, and we did. So we had great seats, and where Andrew was in the line, he was actually kind of close to us, so that was neat. But yeah, so it's done. So he's got about a week or so, and March 23rd, his grad school classes start online, and he moves into campus, I think in June, and then into his house in August, I think. I don't know. That's all for next week, figuring all that out. He has to get fingerprinted in PA and
background checked in PA,
and he's got to take his praxis. So we've got a lot going on, my friends. It's going to be a wild ride. Good Sunday morning, my friends. I never even said goodnight last night. We had such an amazing time. It was just such a day. It was just such a day. It was so wonderful. It was wonderful having family here to celebrate it with us. And then dinner was phenomenal. I'll insert a picture right here. That was my own personal dinner, and I forgot to take a picture of my soup. I had a cup of crab soup. We had some appetizers for the table. We had some crab dip, some roasted Brussels sprouts, something else. Oh, some like bang bang shrimp. I had 2 little shrimps, 1 little toast point of crab dip, my cup of soup. And then that dinner that I took the picture of, I had about 1/3 of that. I have a ton of it in the cooler to go home. It was absolutely delicious, but I wanted to, just be careful because I knew what was coming next, and that was a piece of chocolate cake. So I cut myself the end so it was small, but absolutely delicious, and it was worth every point in calorie because it was his graduation celebration cake. So after that, we went, everybody, my sister and brother-in-law left to go home, and we all came back to the hotel. Boys went back to the dorm. We pretty much crashed. We took a nap when we came back, and then we got up and used the jacuzzi tub, and then crashed again. You know, just the whole emotional, physical, everything. So it is early Sunday morning. We are up and ready for church. Our plan was to go to church on campus at the IC, the Immaculate Conception Chapel, their church there on campus, but they're not having a morning mass today. So we are going out in town. There's a little church that Doug and I went to last weekend. So we're running over now to pick up the boys and grab them. And then we are going to go to mass, and then we are going to go out to breakfast because the dining hall is closed this weekend, so the boys can't eat there. So we're gonna grab a bite for breakfast and get back and start working on that apartment. Andrew called me last night and said, Mom, you were right. So what was I right about this time? He said everybody moved out and left a mess. He said there are dishes piled in the sink. He said there's a pot with something disgusting in it. He said they all moved out. So guess who's in charge of cleaning up? Us. Now, I'm not saying my son's innocent in all this, because he is certainly not. I don't think he's packed a thing in his room yet. So I told him, I said, you worry about your room, I'll worry about the rest of the apartment. The dishes are Andrew's. That was one of his contributions to the apartment. And Adam is going to use them. So, you know, I feel better about washing them and packing them away and putting them in storage anyway. So, you know, I'll just go into mom mode and we'll get it done. My hope is to be on the road by 3, 4 at the latest. We'll see what happens, but anyway, that is it. I will be back and I will show you what I am having for breakfast. I kind of already know what I'm going to have. I am so looking forward to, I'm not looking forward to weigh-in because I know it's going to be a gain, and I'm okay with that. You just hate seeing it. My legs just feel, and my fingers, like my rings are so tight, and I know it's not from overeating because I've done well. Even Doug said that I've done so well with my eating. I have enjoyed every last bite. Don't get me wrong, I have not denied myself, but you know, like old Joni would have eaten half the crab dip and half the shrimp. I just had a taste and it was enough. It was because I knew what was coming. And old Joni would have eaten all that shrimp scampi. She would have, because it was so incredibly delicious. But I didn't need to. I was satisfied, and I was on the verge of being full. And I knew I had a piece of cake coming. So I really feel like I did well and I'm in a good mindset. Oh, fun fact. The restaurant we went to, we have been to before. It's very nice. And we've been there before, like I said, and like the couple times we've been there, like the chef has come out, you know, how was dinner? Was everything okay? Was there anything that needed, you know? And she came out yesterday and spoke to us. And when our server came back, you know, I told him, I said, you know, it's one thing I love about this, like, you know, she comes out and all. And he goes, I got to tell you something about the chef. He goes, we don't really make this real public. He said, but she was on the Gordon Ramsay show, Hell's Kitchen, season 6. So I think she came in, like, she was like top 3, I believe. So that was pretty stinking cool. The food was just delicious. So anyway, that's that. We are pulling up to campus. So I'm late because we were talking to my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. So we're gonna grab the boys, and church is less than a mile down the road, I believe. So we'll make it in plenty of time. Okay, done church. It was packed. Packed. Standing room only. Packed. People out in the gathering space. Packed. It's a tiny little church, so I'm not surprised. And today was, the kids were making their first Holy Communion, so it was just packed. And noisy. Oh my goodness, so many little ones. I think there were more little kids in church than there were adults in church. So we did that, and it's funny, the priest from the Mount who the boys both had for theology classes and who gave the commencement speech yesterday, was one of the presiders today. So he was happy to see the boys. And then we went down to Thurmont, which is 5 minutes away, for breakfast. I'll put a picture of mine in here somewhere. I had a ham omelet and toast and potatoes. It was very good. That will hold me all day while we work. So we're heading back now. Andrew and I are going to go to his apartment, get changed, start working. Doug and Adam are going to go over to Adam's dorm and just get the last of the things out. Get these cars packed and hopefully get on the road at a decent hour. We'll see. So, well, we did it. It is all emptied out and clean. No thanks to any of Andrew's roommates because they all moved out yesterday, took their own stuff, and that was it. Left everything else. They ate meals yesterday, left all the dirty dishes in the sink, knowing that we had to wash them and pack up all of the dishes. They left the rug, they left everything. So we pretty much did the whole thing ourselves. I don't like to complain. I really don't, and I always try to find the positive, but I'm a little miffed. And you know what? Didn't your parents raise you better? So let me tell you, raise your kids right, because these kids apparently were not. And they had their family here helping them move out. Like if I was the mom, I would have, or the dad, I would have been like, shouldn't you be pitching in, community? But that's okay, it's done, and I know that there won't be any fees or anything like that, so yeah. So we are out of here. Goodbye, Horning Tower, until August, because Adam is living in Horning Tower, just in a different room. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we were all ready to leave, and one of Andrew's sweet little friends was still trying to move out. Her roommates did the same thing to her. Her roommates did the same thing to her that Andrews did to his, and they just dumped on her. So after we got done, she was still working, and she's on the 4th floor. So we jumped in and helped her a little bit. So it is 3:18 and we are pulling out. My goal was to be out of here by 3 o'clock, and we would have been if we didn't stop to help Emma. So it's okay. It's all good. That's what you do. You help each other. So we are now pulling out. Andrew is definitely a little sentimental. So we let him have a little time alone. We have to stop on the way home and get Andrew needs gas. So we're going to stop at Wawa. And not sure yet if we're gonna stop and grab something to eat or not. It depends on how hungry we are when we get closer to home, because no one's hungry now. We have a lot of work to do when we get home. Oh my gosh. Andrew's car is full. Our car is full. I don't know where we're going to put all this crap. Andrew has too much stuff. We had a discussion about it. He is going to need to become a minimalist because he has too much stuff. I said, you cannot do this at grad school. You can't. So we will see. If we stop to eat, I will definitely show you what I eat. So you saw dinner. We stopped, shocking, Cracker Barrel. And I didn't get my normal. After all that heavy food this weekend, I was just craving a crunchy green salad. So that's what I have. I have to check the points. I had the home-style chicken salad. I had grilled chicken, not fried. And I think I saw 3 little shreds of cheese on the entire thing. There was like no cheese on it, which is good because I really didn't want that. And I ate about 2/3 of it. I did not eat the whole thing. And they gave me 2 little 1-ounce containers of the dill pickle ranch, and I used about half of one. So not too bad. And I had a biscuit and I have a piece of cornbread. So that's where I ran into a little bit of trouble, but it's okay. Let me tell you, I worked off any calories I ate today. I have to look at my Apple Watch. I can't look at it while I'm filming, just to see how many flights I did today, because it was insane. insane. Andrew's on the second floor. Then you have to go down, like once you get outside, you have to go down a whole nother flight and a half to get to the parking lot to load the car. So I'm anxious to see how many my Apple Watch picked up, but anyway. Well, friends, that draws it to a close. We are home. All the cars are empty. Now it's all over the house. So now we just have to go through what goes down the basement. And oh my gosh, Andrew's room, you can't even move in. But we will work on it over the next week or so.
I don't know where to start.
Did you hear that? He doesn't know where. I think that they come home with more than they go with. Is that the truth, do you think? Yeah. And to make matters worse for Adam, it's got to get done because it's all piled on his bed and Grace is coming over. Grace is staying here tonight. Adam's staying at her grandmom's tomorrow.
Or her uncle's.
Or her uncle's. And then they fly out Tuesday morning. So.
Just want to go to bed.
He just wants to go to bed. He has grad school stuff that has to be done tonight and submitted.
Yeah.
He's sweating to death. It's hot
It's
in
hot
here.
in
Oh
here.
my gosh, I should have had my sister-in-law put the air
Once again,
on.
I have to do grad school stuff tonight. I have to unpack 3 drawer stacks for my room because that has like essential stuff in it.
You've got to get the stuff off your bed so you can actually go to bed.
And I have to unpack my shoe bag. I have to unpack my clothes. I have to hang up my clothes. I have to figure out exactly what I'm keeping, what I'm tossing. I have to go through all of my clothes in both dressers and under my bed and under my dressers so I can start living more minimalistic.
Well, you're not doing that tonight. Yes, he has learned, haven't you, Andrew? That he needs to start.
After 4 years, I still mess up.
No, that you have to just start living more minimalistic.
I know, but I like my t-shirts.
Yeah.
I call first dibs on laundry tonight.
I call first dibs on shower.
Okay.
I call first dibs on bed.
Okay, well, I'm calling first dibs on I don't know what, but I'm going to get my house back in order because you know it makes me crazy. So, my friends, if you made it this far, thank you for sticking along with me on this not so normal weekend. Showed you what I ate. That was the WW content. You know, I think I did pretty well. Considering, I think I did pretty well. Do I expect to see a gain on the scale on Tuesday? 100%. I'm okay with it. I really am. I really feel like it will be temporary. And now I have a WW partner. Who's my WW partner?
Hey, I'm coming back.
Andrew did WW 2 years ago.
No, high school. Senior year, 4 years.
It was the summer of 2018 because I started in
It
2018.
was not the summer. It
Oh,
was the
it
winter
was
of-
when I started?
It was the winter of 2018.
I started February 20 of 18 and Andrew started right after me.
Basically 2 weeks after this.
Yeah. And Andrew dropped like 45 pounds in no time flat. And then Andrew gained back 40 pounds plus 10. So
Yup.
Andrew wants to get back at it. So tomorrow, Andrew is back at it. I think I gave him a choice. I said, do you want me, because I will pay for it for him, if he wants to use the WW app or if he wants to use the Healthy app. I think he said he's going to try the Healthy app first. He downloaded it today, and I was going to buy the Pro version for him, but he likes the green plan. So he's going to try I think it's Sugar Smart, which is very close to the green plan. So he is back on it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So wish him luck, my friends. And maybe on Wednesdays, not this Wednesday, because it'll only be a couple days, but maybe next Wednesday he'll give a little weigh-in report too. So anyway, I am hoping to get to the tag this week. I'm not promising anything. So breathe. I will see you all in my next video, and thank you so much for watching and supporting me and my crazy life. Talk to you all in the next video.